and so brilliant that she had to share their gorgeousness and their brilliance with the entire world. So much as it pained her, she kissed and hugged each one of them, told them that she loved them, and said, it's time to go off and share your brilliance and your gorgeousness with the whole wide world. So the very first little pig decided that she would go off, but she needed a place to live. So she decided she would build a house of
straw.
She would build a house of straw. She thought to herself for a moment, and then she happened to see on the side of the road somebody selling straw. And she said to the woman on the side of the road,
May I please have some straw?
what are you going to use it for?
To build a house.
I guess so. And the woman gave her some straw. And off she went to her house, working hard, thinking about how grand her life would be in all the ways she could share what she knew with the whole world. She built a fabulous house, took one giant step back and said,
it's done.
And walked into her house and decided to help herself to a snack of
milk and cookies.
And off she went for the milk and cookies. But little did she know, the entire time off in the woods, there lived some wolf sisters who were also fairies and lions. And they came out of the woods and wanting nothing for lunch but a little bit of pig. So off they came together, giggling as they often did. And they said to themselves, let's go find a house. And huff and puff they did, and blow down they did. Yet that little pig scampered away just in the nick of time. Well, then there happened to be a second little pig. And the wolves giggled, although they were still kind of mad because they really wanted that pig, thinking, we'll be back. So then there was a second little pig. And she decided she wanted also to go out into the world, and she brought her sister with her because her sister had no place to live. So she decided she would build a house made out of nothing but
sticks.
And they made out of nothing but sticks. And lo and behold, as luck would have it, those two little pig sisters found someone just there on the side of the road selling sticks. And so they said to her,
may we please have some sticks?
what are you going to use it for?
To build a house.
Sounds like a pretty good idea to me. So she gave them some sticks. And off they went. And they worked so hard, harder than they had ever worked before, sharing their resources, offering encouragement to one another. When finally they took a leap back, said to themselves,
it's done.
and they went back into that beautiful house that they had just made, and they had a snack of
milk and cookies.
Oh, more milk and cookies. Okay, you never know what it's going to be. Well, all this time, those little wolf sisters were thinking how they could exact their revenge on that poor little pig who scampered away the last time. And this time, looking a bit more like a fairy, the wolves came back and they found a new house. They did, and they blew that house down, but wouldn't you know, those little pigs did get away in time, and those little wolves laughed the whole time because they thought they were going to come back and get those little pigs. We'll have to wait, audience, to find out and see if they do. Well, now those sisters decided, since they were 3 piggies strong, now would be a good time to build the most strong, biggest house they could possibly think of, and they decided to build a house made out of So, as luck would have it, they found a cellar of bricks on the side of the road. They approached the cellar and said,
may we please have some bricks?
what are you going to use it for?
The house.
Well, she had thought that was a good idea, so she gave them the bricks. And off they went, working so hard, being together, loving every minute of building a very strong house made out of nothing but bricks. When at last they took a giant leap back from their work,
it's done,
they said, and went inside to have a glorious snack of
milk and cookies.
Oh, more milk and cookies they had. And so as they began to crumble on those delicious milk and cookies, and swallow down that milk, those two zany wolves from the forest decided they would come back. But wouldn't you know it, those pigs had worked so hard that they built a house that the wolves could not blow down. Feeling frustrated, the wolves went back into the woods to generate a new plan. They thought, and they thought, and they thought. And this time they came up with a new idea. Scampering out of the woods. Scampering out of the woods. Here they came. They decided to climb up that brick house, shimmy down the chimney, which they did. Only this time, the pigs had been smart enough to boil some water. Oh, she must really. This is method. Boil some water, and instead of sliding down into a house, they slid down into a pot of boiling. The pigs were victorious once again. And they were so victorious they wanted to come out and sing a little song about what they had learned. And sing. And this time the wolves decided to sing with them. So they're going to start here. And standing out at their audience so their audience can see them with hands on their hips and their song.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf. The big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la.
Yeah.
Yay!
They take their final bow. Yay! They thank their audience. Thank you, audience.
Can we do that again?
Good job, girls.
Can we do that again?
All right. Well, that's the show.
Hello.
Good work.